Hello, and welcome once again to Stuff and Things, where I like to discuss stuff and occasionally even things. I'm your good friend Bradley, and today I have a review for you. And the product which I will be reviewing is this. It is the Chromexcel 5-card leather wallet by Popov Leather. Ba-bang! Now this was actually sent to me for review. I did not purchase this myself. Ryan, the good guy over at Popov Leather, sent me an email. He said, "Hey, I like your channel. I think your audience would like my products. Would you review some things if I sent them to you for review?" I said yes, I would. But I also made sure to tell him that I would be just as critical with these products as I would be with anything that I had purchased myself. He said, "That's fine, because we believe in our products." I said, "Oh yeah?" And he said, "Yeah, that's right." And then he sent them to me, and now I'm going to review them. So I think what we're going to do, we'll head back in time, we'll journey into the past to the ghost of Bradley Pass when I first got this wallet, because one of the cool things about this is the leather. It's the Chromexcel leather made by the Horween Leather Company. It's an American tannery in Chicago. A lot of history there. Really interesting leather though, and it wears in a really interesting way. So I want to show this to you when I first got it, when it was brand new out of the box, so you can see how it's changed in the couple weeks that I've been using it. Then we'll show you how I've been setting up the wallet, how I've used it throughout my daily life, and we'll just come back and close the review with my final thoughts on this product, the Popov Leather Chromexcel 5-card leather wallet. So let's jump back to the past, shall we? So here we go. I am the ghost of Bradley Past. We have traveled back in time to when I first received this wallet from Ryan at Popov Leather. Here it is in its little cardboard box. We have www.popovleather.com, handmade in British Columbia, Canada, our good neighbors to the north. So let's just take it out of here, see what we've got. Nothing else in the box. There we go. So that is the Driftwood Chromexcel 5-card leather wallet. And I'm still not exactly sure if I'm pronouncing Chromexcel correctly. I don't know if it should be Chromexcel, if I put the accent on that syllable. Either way, Chromexcel sounds like it's the name of some, I don't know, alien prince who's come down to Earth. "I'm Chromexcel from the planet Chromular. I've come to Earth looking for fine leather goods." Anyway, we have a Popov Leather sticker. And it looks like we also have a little bit of information. Business card, Popov Leather. A little bit of information, leather care, all that good stuff. Cool. So let's take a closer look at this wallet. 5-card leather wallet, so obviously we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slots for cards and or cash. This is made of that Chromexcel leather, as we mentioned, and just briefly, talking about that Chromexcel leather, it's made by the Horween Leather Company, which I've mentioned before in a couple other reviews. I know I specifically mentioned it in my review of the Allen Edmonds shoes. They are an American tannery that has been in operation for over 100 years in Chicago, and this Chromexcel leather is only made by them, and it's an interesting process. They have a lot of information about it on the Popov Leather website, and then I also looked on the Horween website. But it's kind of like shelf cordovan in that it scratches easily, but you can buff the scratches out easily. But it's this 89-step process they do. It takes over a month, I believe, to actually make this leather. And it's called a pull-up leather because when you fold it or flex it, the areas that get stressed, the greases, this leather is stuffed with hot tallows and waxes and rolled in a drum and everything. The greases that were there, that were impregnated into the leather, they actually sort of migrate when it's folded or creased, and that creates this nice tonal effect here. So you can see on this crease where the leather was actually folded over, you have this effect, and then as well on this back crease here. So this leather is going to age in a really interesting way. Also makes it very waterproof. There's just so much wax impregnated into the leather. It's very smooth and supple, and supposedly can really take on the shape of basically anything you put in there. So this, again, for like a fine leather wallet like this, if you put cards in the card slot, you probably need to be careful about how many you put. You have to decide how many you want, because I think if you put 3 or 4 and then decide later that you only want 1 or 2, this will probably loosen up quite a bit just based on the amount of cards. It's very supple leather. But anyway, I'm looking forward to seeing in the future how this ages. but just very nice. It's very minimalistic. You know me, I like smooth, clean lines. I don't like anything that's too busy. And I also like thin wallets. This is my current wallet right now, saddleback wallet. And you can see when it's totally stuffed full, it's pretty thin. It's a little thicker than this wallet is right now. But I like the minimalist thing, and this wallet definitely has that, and it's a really attractive color. I'm really looking forward to seeing how this ages. But now let's see what we can actually shove in this. So we have these 4 slots inside, 1 on the outside. I'm assuming, let's see what we've got here. So in this wallet right now, okay, now I can't get this out because of the painter's tape. To protect my identity, I'm gonna have to lick my thumbs. Oh, there we go, get a little grip. So we've got an ID, got a bank card, a couple credit cards. Look at that, loaded. I think we've got some Band-Aids and such back here. I don't keep a whole lot in my wallet because, like I said, I don't like to be encumbered by some giant fat wallet in my back pocket. I keep my wallet in my front pocket. So I think that's everything I keep in there. Yes, it is empty. So what shall we do here? If we put the ID on the outside, that seems to make sense, it's easily accessible. I think that's probably where I would put it, or I would either do that or maybe my bank card, but I think for now I'll shove the ID in there. Inside here, I'm not sure how I will stash this money. It looks like I could just do it, fold it in half, shoved in one side, but will it crease? So basically you can see how it's kind of folding to where I place the cash. So I'm not sure if that's exactly what I want to do with it. Put it there, there. I could also put the money on the outside. That's an idea. Let's see. I might have to fiddle with this for a while just to know exactly what I want to do. So, we could do that. That's not a bad idea. So it's kind of like, you've seen some very slim wallets where there's a money clip on the outside. So that leaves you very quick access to your cash, which I like, and it seems like it's in there very securely. But if we load it up with other cards, it said on the website that this could hold 2 cards, at least 2 cards in each slot. So if we just start throwing these in here, they're a little tight. It's definitely a little tight at first, but I'm assuming this is going to work in. Put a card here, throw the driver's license back there. Then I like to keep a couple little Band-Aids and such. Let's throw these back in here. So here we see the wallet loaded up with everything that I kept in my other wallet, and it's a little thicker, obviously, but has a fold in it, and this one doesn't, so it makes sense that it'd be a little thicker, but it's certainly not too thick. I would never call this fat, and I believe I'll still be able to put this in my front pocket comfortably, but we'll see when we go back to the present. We'll see how it held up after a couple weeks of use. I actually have a few more cards. Maybe I'll try shoving these in here just to see kind of a ridiculous idea of how many cards we could get in here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so that's 2 cards in each slot, including some extra nonsense Band-Aids and things like that in there, and then cash there. So it does thicken it a little bit, but it holds those cards quite easily. I'm sure you could get even more than 2, but I don't want to stretch it out too much, so I'm sure I'll probably take it back down to its normal svelte condition. Just a few more features I wanted to point out. You can see these edges here. These are actually burnished with beeswax, which I think looks very cool, as the leather itself is made using an impregnation of beeswax and tallow and things like that. It's very cool that this is burnished with beeswax. It just makes a very nice, clean edge there. These are all handmade. The stitching is tiger thread, and you can pick amongst, I think, 4 different colors for the stitching. You can do tan, cream, brown, or black. So that's just part of the customization options that are available to you. You can get an initial up to 8 letters, I believe, for $5 extra. And then the wallet itself, just the base price, is $50. So it's not cheap, but all the customization available to you is basically free other than the lettering. So the thread you might want, whatever color of leather you want. You can pick all that, $50. It's made within 3 to 6 days of your order. And then, you know, if you want to add a little more customization with an initial or something like that, only $5 extra. So you're paying for the leather, obviously. This is really nice leather. And then you're also paying for the fact that it's handmade to order. So it's up to you to decide, I guess, the value of that. And I guess it will also be up to me once I've had this for a while. So now I think we'll throw it to present day Bradley. And we'll see how me and the wallet, or he and the wallet, this is all very confusing now, have been getting on. Thank you, Ghost of Bradley Pass, but now we have returned to the present. I have been using this wallet now for a good week and a half. I have it set up the way I like it. I remember, or you may remember in the video from the past, I was debating whether or not I would put my ID in this pocket or whether I would put cash in this pocket. I decided to go with the ID here, and then I put the cash here, and it works really well this way. When it folds over, the cash kind of makes the seam or the fold off center a little bit. So I've got this little lip on the wallet, but I actually like that. And it molds to fit pretty much whatever I put in there. It's a little tight at first, which you can expect from pretty much any fine leather good. It takes a while to work in, it takes a while to wear, but it will stretch to accommodate almost anything. I've had several different cards in here. Right now I'm only keeping, let's see, I've got 2 cards in this pocket. The only complaint I might have about this is maybe these cutouts for thumb holds on the cards could be a little bit larger, because initially, well, even right now it's a little tight, but it was quite tight and a little hard to get a grip on these. It's weird, I can't get it all right now. There we go. So maybe this could be just a little larger and it might make it a little easier to get the cards out. But you know, it's been a week and a half and it still is getting a little easier to work things in and to get things to go in and out a little easier. The money, I only have a few bills in here right now, but I've had as many as 10 or 15 shoved back behind here, and this really stretches to accommodate. So I'm quite pleased with this wallet so far, and if we can look now at some of the wear, we've got a little bit of a crease there from where it's mashed up against my backside. Few scars and scratches already, but it's a really attractive leather. I really like the feel of it. It's very supple, very soft. We got some cool wear marks here. I think it's just going to continue to improve in terms of looks. So I'm pretty happy with this wallet. I enjoy a very thin wallet, and this isn't as thin as I would normally go with usually, but it's working for me. I keep it in my front pocket still. You can see it's a bit thicker. We have these burnished edges, and it's pretty thick leather. If we could look back at my old wallet that I was carrying around, you can tell it's definitely thicker. Of course, this is loaded up and this is empty now, so this would probably be about ½ an inch full. But I enjoy this quite a bit. So I think we'll take a look at how it looks in my pants, and then we will go to the conclusion of this review. Very well, so here I am in my pants, my trousers. For those of you in the UK, please do not stare at my crotch. Here's the wallet. I've got it loaded up with everything I've been keeping in it recently. And here it is in the front pocket. As you can see, goes in there quite easily. There's a bulge. There's a little bit of a bulge. Is that a Chromexcel 5-card leather wallet in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? But it's not at all obtrusive. It's not too big. It's not too bulky. That's what she said. If we put it in the back pocket, which you can also obviously do, there you go. Quite comfortable. I don't usually ever keep anything in my back pocket because I've had some sciatic problems, so I don't like anything there. But if you're someone who's used to a traditional bifold or even a trifold wallet, things like that, this is definitely thinner, slimmer, lower profile than a wallet like that. So if you want to kind of minimize, downsize, this will definitely work for you, and you can keep pretty much anything you would need in here, and it will fit quite nicely in the back pocket, as you can see, and in the front pocket, like so. Quite nice. So let's sum up. The Chromexcel 5-card leather wallet by Popov Leather. $50, handmade to order in your choice of this driftwood color or burgundy and tan. Choose your stitching. It's tiger thread, hand stitched. You can do tan, cream, brown, or black stitching. It's a lifetime guarantee made with that really cool Chromexcel leather made by the Horween Leather Company. Just a really interesting material, really cool leather. And burnished and polished edges out of beeswax. And of course, the 5 pockets, 2 cards at least in each pocket. It's a really cool minimalist design. I really do like it a lot. It's not as thin as I would think that I would want. When I first received this for review, I thought, maybe I'll use it for a couple weeks or whatever, and then I'll probably be switching back to my other wallet, just based on the thickness. I thought it was going to be too thick for me. But I've been using it, I've been keeping it in my front pocket, and it's fine. It's very low profile. It's still pretty damn thin for most wallets. But if you're not into that kind of aesthetic, Popov Leather also has, you know, traditional billfolds, bifolds, card holders, all sorts of other things on there. So you should definitely check the website out. But in terms of this, I recommend it. I think $50 for a handmade wallet of this quality with a lifetime guarantee is not bad at all. You could do much worse. And if I were shopping for a wallet, now I'm pretty set for wallets, but if I were shopping for a wallet, I would definitely give Popov Leather a look. And they have a lot of other cool products too, like I mentioned. And in fact, pretty soon I will be reviewing this, which is the tan Chromexcel Field Notes cover with the wraparound pocket. So this is a notebook cover for these Field Notes notebooks. I'll be giving this a review as well too, so pay attention to the channel. Look forward to that. But until then, until we meet again, I've been your good friend Bradley. You have been the audience. This has been Stuff and Things reviewing the Popov Leather Chromexcel 5-card leather wallet. Good day.